going to address a gathering of Democrats. He's expected also, Senate Democrats, expected also to take questions from senators. Live coverage here on C-SPAN 2.
If I could have everyone's attention. I want to talk just for a brief minute about where we were. Privatizing Social Security, a couple of wars that were unpaid for, trillions of dollars of tax cuts unpaid for. But let's talk about not where we were, but where we are. And I want to talk about, to each of you, some of the things we've done to establish where we are. The first thing we passed with this new president was a lands bill. Not very sexy sounding, but we had reviews, editorials all over the country. Significant legislation. The most significant environmental legislation in more than a quarter of a century. More than 2 million acres of wilderness. 1,000 miles of wild and scenic rivers. 5,000 miles of trails. And many other things affecting all 50 states without exception. Lilly Ledbetter came to see me this week with that great smile and the tremendous energy. We passed the Lilly Ledbetter legislation, equalizing pay between men and women. We advanced the Children's Health Insurance Program, now covering more than 14 million children that can go to the doctor when they're sick or hurt. Something that people don't focus on very much, but was one of my favorite things that I've ever been involved in, is the national service legislation. Allowing people to be involved in their community, receive a small stipend for doing that, and then have help to go to college. We did that. We did something relating to mortgage fraud. There are so many problems in housing, but they would just be so exacerbated had we not moved in and passed the laws to stop people from manipulating people who are in big, big trouble. Credit cards. We talked a lot about what was happening with credit cards, but we did something about it. Now there's exorbitant fees cannot be charged, and those hidden costs no longer exist. And it's something that, as we go home, people may not realize the things we did, but it's so important as it relates to credit in America today. Tobacco. Both my parents smoked, all my family smoked. All started when they were kids. No longer. Now the Federal Drug Administration regulates tobacco. Pretty good. We've been trying to do that for 60 years. Economic recovery. Job preservation, job creation. The story is yet to be told in that, because about 60% of the money is still not out among the people of our country. Healthcare. We did remarkable things on healthcare, and we have so much more to do. And I want to say to each of you senators, you Democratic senators, from Maine to New Hampshire, to Minnesota to Louisiana, and the middle of this country, the Dakotas, Nebraska, how hard we worked together. There have been some good teams in the history of this country. Most of them are noted for being athletic teams. But one of the greatest teams in the history of this country is this Democratic team that you're a part of, and I appreciate it very much.